have an extension of the seawall so that it doesn't have to end there. And this can be extended out. So already businesses are starting to open because of the view. This is on 39th, and a new restaurant packed at 9:30 in the morning on a Saturday. Since there is no path, we've seen several people already walking right through the seawall. So it's already being used as a sidewalk, even though that was not the intent. This area here from 39th through 38th is wide enough where we could either extend the pathway, plenty of room here to have continued the sidewalk. Look at all this space that's wasted. So here we don't even have to go inside towards the west on top of the creek. We can just extend the seawall. Plenty of room here for a sidewalk. Doesn't make sense why this didn't happen before.
Actually, why don't they just add to this 2 feet?
Exactly, that's what we're saying, 4 feet. So we're on 38th, and look at the amount of space here to have continued the walkway. This is an easy solution in this area. Then when we get to 37th, there it narrows down. So on 37th, it ends, and here is where we would need, instead of having to do this, here we need the floating dock or an extension of the seawall to connect to the other side. And let's see how far that goes. So this area on 37th needs to be connected so that you don't have to jump through the trees like we just did. Easy to connect. We're on 37th. And then you just continue through here, which is not a problem. So from 37 to 36 are these nice palm trees, but they are in the way of the sidewalk. They have to be continuously trimmed, which is a problem. We're on 36th Street heading south. It's a very narrow sidewalk, but it's fine. That's what they should have done in the other area between 36th and 37th. And now let's see where this ends. I think it comes to an abrupt ending, which obviously does not make sense. So what is this here? Why can't we keep going? This is so crazy. Hi. Here's the graffiti markings that have not been able to be removed. Somebody's got to keep the cleaning, and here we go. The walkway ends, so another crazy situation here. This could have been a continuation of this sidewalk. There is plenty of room on this area. We are on 35th Street. So from 35th South, there's plenty of room to extend eastward. Plenty of space. I don't know what happened here, but there is no way to continue the pathway, but we don't need to extend on top of the water. We can just extend the seawall cap. So on 34th Street, there's this concrete here that doesn't make too much sense. And then of course this ends. And this is Faina's dock. Seems very abandoned. So this is a safety issue right here, because people are crossing through here, going this way, and then again the path is interrupted, which is ridiculous. So we're at the bus stop on 33rd, and there are steps to nowhere going down 6 steps to an abandoned ADA ramp that goes to Faina's dock there. And here we have plenty of room to continue the walking path. So on 33rd, we're completely stuck. We cannot go anywhere. We have to get on the bike lane here in front of the bus stop. And there's no way to continue here. And this is where the 200-foot $1 million parcel is for sale. But all this here has plenty of room for an extension of the path. We're getting to 32nd, still plenty of space for the extension. And now we have all these devices here. So in this particular section, from 32nd South, we'd have to put a floating dock or an extension of the seawall.
Let's get back on it.
We're back on the seawall on 32nd. So this area definitely needs an extension above the water. So from all this equipment, you can connect the path and go back in. Plenty of room here to go back inside. And continue a path where you can exit to the bus stop on 31st Street, which is right there. Instead of having to go through the bushes, like most people are doing, you connect this and we're back on. Common sense. Now we're on the 31st Street bus stop, and the walkway continues beautifully in a winding path, which is the way aesthetically it looks best. "31st, going south." We're on 30th Street. Next signal is the 29th Street bridge. This here is beautiful. This is the way it should have all looked. People using the bikes. We're on 30th, almost at 29th. Some big trees still here that may block views. So these are questionable here. Approaching 29th Street. So here is the end of the beautiful walkway with this fenced-in property. The city is going to be doing something about this to get through the bridge. So this is what people are doing. The path is already being built. This is dangerous, dirty, unacceptable. This is private property that they have not allowed the city to improve. And so you have to cross through the landscaping. So we're on the other side of the sidewalk to nowhere. And now it continues beautifully. Approaching 27th Street. This is all nice, except the seawall. The Jersey barriers here are growing weeds and they are filthy. That's another video. This obviously needs to be finished. '27th Street heading towards 26th. Too much growth here. But this works. We're now south of 27th. Concrete continues to wind beautifully. Indian Creek Drive is curving now, heading into 26th Street. So it ends here on 26th Street. There's an exit here. And we can continue on the sidewalk. And the old sidewalk joins in. So we've covered the majority of MidBeach and surveyed the Indian Creek Drive project. Today is March 9th, 2024.